Alright, crew, we're back in the sack after a nutsack attack. Let me go and check what exactly our role is for the day. I think it's demolitions and infiltration, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, today is Tuesday. Let's see what I wrote about Tuesday. I rolled that up 2 days ago. Demolitions and infiltration, yep. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So, cool new couple changes I did to try and breathe some variety into the medicine skill. Actually, I have some other changes as well, but that's the major one. Let's see. So now if you take 0 damage, because all the damage is filtered out by something, you don't drop shit. I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that's kind of a little bitch move, but then I thought about it more, and I was like, well, I already made it so you don't get stressed if you reduce all the damage, so it kind of makes sense. That being said, see, so... was it? No, it was infiltration and demolitions. Yeah. Okay, so our setup here is going to be starting with this, going to this. Now here's the changes I made to the balancing that's coming up. I made it so hard-boiled actually makes it so you no longer take damage by your own tear gas. So that's pretty cool. Previously it only stopped visual impairment, and it was meant to be used in combination with pharmacist. However, telling a player to use resources so they have to use less resources afterwards is kind of a crap deal. A lot of players just don't bother. So, we're not going to do that, but we are going to get hard-boiled in this build. And probably fumble no more, I'm thinking, so we can put grenades on walls, ceilings, and floors. We've already put them on walls, of course, but ceilings and floors is new, and that's pretty sweet. It also makes us place mines much faster. Now, medicine got entirely reworked. Basically, we have compound 23 is the same. Metagel treatment now only requires trained medicine instead of advanced, and it's only a 1-point talent. That is, also, it has been lowered from 75 healing over 4 seconds to 60 healing over 4 seconds. So it kind of got watered down a little bit, but it's much more accessible now. I think that's good because it's actually a very nice thing to have. After that, we have Trained Professional, which has been upgraded to a 2-point talent, and now it actually allows medkits to heal 15 extra points when you get it. That sounds crazy. And Pharmacist also now allows you to heal for 5 extra points with a medkit, however, it's still a 1-point talent. So what the hell is going on here? Is it just pure power creep? Well, no, because now instead of medkits healing 30, 50, 70, and 90 at untrained, trained, advanced, and master, now they heal for 30, 45, 60, and 75. That is because crafting builds that did not care about anything about their medkit usage would still have really good 90 healing medkits, and that's just too strong for a crafting build. Ph2 in chemistry is unchanged, and walking closet is unchanged. However, vital coverage still requires master level to get, but it's only a 1-point talent now. So with how this has been rebalanced, there are 3 major things you can do. You can be amazing at crafting efficiency. You can get really good medkits that can heal now up to 95 instead of 90, meaning that at max medkit healing, you can actually restore your entire damage gate in 1 medkit, which is also a good alternative to having to get the death gate every time. And with walking closets and vital coverage, you can get more medkit capacity and vital coverage's life-saving effect. So you can have the death negate, you can have instant damage gate medkits, or you can have really good crafting. You can't have all 3. However, what's interesting about this is you can also do a spread build, so you can heal for 90 points with a medkit, have 20 medkits, and have really good crafting, but not be able to craft Metagel or Compound 23. So there's kind of like this interesting mix going on, but the real idea is that on higher end difficulties, I want there to be more legitimate choice, and not just run into the same build if you're running Condemned to just do Ph2 in chemistry and vital coverage. That's just a little too obvious in my opinion. That being said, we are going to get Pickpocket from Infiltration, and yeah, I think we're going to get Cover Up. I was tempted to maybe get Invader's Kit, but I think we'll be fine. We're also going to upgrade Hardware 1 level, and we're going to pump that into Data Analyst, so we do 25% per multi-tool instead of 17. And then we're going to get a level in Medicine, and we're going to hold on to the rest of our skill points. What to get with Medicine? Oh boy. I think the first thing we should do is get Pharmacist, so we heal 50 points per medkit instead of 45. That means with 2 medkits instead of 3 now, we can actually get our whole damage gate back. That'll be huge. I think that's really healthy as well for a choice for a Pharmacist. It makes a really good train level pick for that reason. course, he doesn't think very much about the long term, but in the long term, you can just upgrade the rest of the stuff anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, we're going to hold on to the rest of this, I think. Actually, let's get a point in fitness and put it into, I guess, fall roll. We're not going to focus on swimming today. We're going to do ground-based stuff, and that's because we're a sneaky build. So we need the extra movement speed from trained.
Your appointment to FEMA should be.
Now, what are we going to do for build is really the question. I have a crazy build in mind. It's a little psycho, but it's very funny if it works. The mechanic, to explain it, is essentially that there's pickpocketing in B&D. And with pickpocketing in B&D, you can pickpocket people, anything in their pockets, right? So spare ammo, weapons they're not holding, inventory items that are like just like medkits, potentially tactical gear, things like that. Yeah, I guess this is useful for a stealth build. So things like that. And that's cool, but the problem is they're still going to have a gun and the magazine in the gun that's in their hand, and that's almost always going to be true. So that's kind of a problem for us as a pickpocketer, because we want to be able to disarm people more fully. And we're going to use the baton, even though we suck with the baton. Why is that? Because there's a new mechanic called Militant Cower. That's the internal name for it. It doesn't really have a proper name otherwise. But basically what it boils down to is that if you pickpocket every weapon off an NPC, they will panic and throw their hands over their heads and realize that you're basically like they're at your mercy. You can just kill them anytime you want. And if you beat them with a baton, you can demoralize them further and make them just sit there and cower. And if they're cowering and they have their hands over their head, they do take reduced baton damage, so that's healthy for them. So what you can do is you can hold people hostage if they have no weapons. But we circle back to the problem. They have no weapons. What are we going to do about their weapon in their hand to get them to that state? Well, the simple answer is if they're stunned, in a stunned state, they don't have a weapon in hand, so you can pickpocket it in that state, theoretically. The problem is if they're on fire or tasered, you obviously don't want to touch them because then you will get affected as well. So what you want to do instead is tear gas them. If you tear gas them, you can pickpocket them. The problem, of course, is if you do that and you pickpocket them, they do kind of realize what you're doing and they snap out of their stun state and kind of try to turn around and fight you again. So ultimately what we need is a consistent stun, a continuous held out stun. And for that we're going to use gas grenades. That's a really bad spot to be in. This is how they always see me when I go for the pepper gun. And you can do it with the pepper gun too, of course, but you have to pickpocket with empty hands, so it doesn't really work so well. Okay, we're going for it. Okay, I think we're home free at this point. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, so we stealthed that. That's good. Pepper gun run's always hard. I've died before doing that, as you can probably guess, because you can die doing pretty much anything in Condemned. So yeah, we're going to be trying to use a gas grenade-based build. We can get gas grenades pretty easily. But to make gas grenades, we need trained hardware to make a grenade casing. And then we need advanced medicine to be able to craft the grenade itself. And we're going to need to craft pepper gun ammo to turn that into tear gas ammo. So it's going to be a pretty expensive build in terms of chemicals. So we're probably going to get PhD in chemistry next, just to try and balance that out. I think that will have us healing for, what is it, 65 per medkit. Not really a noteworthy number, but it's still good to have pharmacist for poison reduction. That being said, let's get back to it, and I'll start the gameplay.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Okay, I think we're safe. Unfortunately, I don't have enough fitness to be able to actually sneak by that guy on both sides. That's a very precarious situation. We have vanilla movement speed, but it takes more than vanilla movement speed, I believe. So that's a bit of a bitch. I think at least for their level of hearing, I can't go running as much as I could in vanilla, so that's probably my other problem. Oh, that was such a misplay. I could have picked the fucking crate with the medbot in it. Oh, wow. Oh, well. I guess it's 2 medkits, not the end of the world.
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
Iron, you can try.
they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's lights crossing the bay.
Guess y'all were right. So why aren't we pulling out?
Mike's on the horn. Jojo wants a lead on the distribution network.
Hell, we don't have enough men to protect what we've got.
That's what Jojo wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings plan a military operation.
I'd watch what I say about Jojo. He's got a temper.
He's a punk and he's gonna get us all killed.
The NSF is strong because it represents everyone's interests.
Yeah.
Good. You're nearing the command center. Agent Herman remains in captivity on the ground floor, but we can probably get him out. Keep moving. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him. Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious.
Dope. So you tell me about...
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Alright, so now we have enough to be able to craft our own gas grenades, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get ourselves a toolbox as well, I guess. Let's do this. There we go. So toolbox not as easy to stockpile for as medicine. Medicine, you just get cigarettes and flares in modern day. However, you can just use lockpicks and multi-tools, which is insane because they throw a lot at you in this game, even with reduced loot. That being said, probably not going to have as many as I would like. So, if I was able to get Invader's Kit, sorry, pardon me, that's my game fuel talking, Invader's Kit, that would allow me to hold up to 20 of each, like in vanilla. You know, obviously 20 is quite a lot. There's not really a practical use for holding 20 versus 10, I'm going to be honest, but some people may want it in case they just go crazy with minimal amounts of skill. Mission 9 could kind of, you can make an argument for that, I guess. But generally, it's more of a matter of wanting to turn them into scrap in modern V&D, and that's actually really nice. I think that's very healthy for the talent, that it gets a secondary use for a secondary purpose. Yeah, so after that, we would probably just keep dumping into fitness, honestly. We could get more medicine or more hardware, and it would increase our crafting efficiency, which is really nice on paper, I'm not going to lie. But I don't think it'll be necessary, because our primary goal is going to be to stealth people, and if we can't stealth people, we're going to hold them hostage. So there's probably a guy in Mission 3, for instance, that I'm not going to be good friends with. That guy in particular. Definitely going to be one of my adversaries. It's the Wanderer, you know the one by now. We've all been through the routine.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched them.
I hear you just slipped by a lot of the terrorists. Pretty smart.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password. Before the briefing, you've got to go to Level 3 for your equipment and a medical examination. See Jaime Reyes in the Med Center and Sam Carter in the Armory.
At ease. So let's see.
You're getting warm. You're red hot. Looks like you found me.
Listen, listen. Hey, you look like. That. What's that? We'll meet up in the city.
So one thing you're going to notice immediately is that we are actually able to carry a lot more shit because of cover-up. In terms of food, we are 10 sodas, 6 candy bars, and 2 soy food, and we don't even have a strong smell profile.
Are you sure you
That being said, we needed to do better than that, so we're going to load up on candy bars. We're going to eat some soy food.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange.
We can actually just top off our supplies now, which is really nice, and that allows us to be prepared for rainy days. That is to say, times where I take way too long to sneak around and need to eat more food than a loud player would. Which is the entire point of cover-up being in that tree, in fact. It's just, please don't starve to death. I know stealth gameplay is slow, but here's a reward for putting up with it. Don't want to make people feel like, oh, hunger system, oh no, I'm not going to do stealth now. It's going to take way too long. That would just be like the least optimal way to play. So, you know, you got to make sure that there's a proper level of choice and people don't feel like they're being bullied out of their playstyle. I don't know if I succeeded, but I gave it a shot. Let's see, so... Okay, I got our inventory organized. Put all the chemical dumps on the bottom. Along with our scrap dumps, I guess. Yeah, chemical dumps on bottom tier. Then scrap dumps. Food, I guess we'll go in the same tier as that. Excess weapons, I guess I'll put in the middle, and then I guess I'll put tactical gear in this middle row. That reminds me, I should make, well, no, we don't need the hazmat suit. Yeah, we actually don't need the hazmat suit, that's right, we have hard-boiled. We no longer have to use a hazmat suit every time we want to walk through our own gas, which is very handy. How does it work? Don't worry about it, it's fucking mumbo-jumbo half the time anyways. So yeah, I guess we're good to go. Yeah, I just need to go to South Dock. Let's see, how are we doing on supplies? 6 lockpicks, 3 tools, and that's good. The reason I asked for a lockpick, of course, is to get scrap, which is the exact same reason why I did not pick the thing for the biocell and the multi-tool, because that would give us less net scrap in the future. So we want to keep that as high as possible. I think scrap is going to be our bottleneck because we do not have the crafting talent for hardware, nor are we very good at hardware to begin with. So that's our really big weak spot in terms of our crafting. And that will be our bottleneck, so we have to mind that. So, Mission 1 summary. Misplayed with some medkit usage, and that is going to catch up with us later, possibly. But I'm thinking it's going to be something survivable. Otherwise, we have a pretty good deal. We have fitness, so we're not super slow. We have medicine that we can craft gas grenades with, I believe. We have demolition. That makes us not garbage at using gas grenades. And we have infiltration that lets us pickpocket and just not be detected otherwise, which is handy. Pretty good. Could have been better, but pretty good.
Let's head out.
Lead the way.
I think that is the worst flamethrower aim I have ever seen. I don't even know how the hell he missed me. That was impressive, more than anything. But that's fine. We're out of here. A little bit of a fumble on that stealth there, but unfortunately that second patrol is hard to consistently learn because he does sometimes unload from world. So his AI just gets fucking stood still. That's what I was banking on this time, but it didn't happen. I'm not entirely sure why. Might relate to the fact that I hung out near that crate longer than normal. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, looks pretty good.
You are too.
I'm learning.
The NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
Don't know what they are. I'm with you.
I'll be okay, thanks.
You saved my life.
What's your take?
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
What I'm telling you, girl.
You said I didn't have.
What you? You've got. Sucks to. You.
Tough guy.
You work.
No.
Where?
Well,
Some. No thanks.
I ambrosia from a drug dealer.
we're talking about your wife, the Grey Death.
I think you're.
Yeah, bloodshot.
Our files show that the smuggler is whacked out paranoid. Watch for booby traps. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're gonna be delayed while we bring in chopper support.
What do you... Against what? To expect...
Bit of run strategy I should also mention. Prod chargers are another excellent source of scrap metal, just because it's a very underused weapon due to its incredibly limited range
Dad, you want?
and highly specialized nature. However, obviously the prod is a very good weapon if you can land hits consistently, which should imply that you're actually sneaking up on targets, not trying to charge them down with it, which, yeah, that checks out. That's how you should be using it. Interesting. So generally, if they're in a combat-esque state and you hurt them, they forgive you for friendly fire. I didn't think seeking counted, but apparently it does, because that guy just walked right in my crowbar and he didn't give a shit, which is nice. Generally, on the flip side, though, allies in particular will no longer give you a freebie to just hit them in the face with something before they give a shit. So in VMD, it is kind of adjusted for how the relationship works. And that's important to note. How hard is this lock to pick? We actually know some lock picking this time.
We've done all that we can.
2 picks.
It's time for you to go.
Yeah, we can afford 2 picks. We're at full picks right now.
This is supposed to be a free clinic.
For 2 medkits, I'd say 2 picks is a really good trade. Especially because we wasted 2 medkits earlier.
Yeah, rich people don't get great death.
Don't make
And
me cold
the other solution should have been spending 1 pick for that, so... You know what? I'd say we're going to do alright. Or I didn't get the stuff out of the safe. That's fine. I would have gotten caught doing that, or would have cost me a shitload of picks, I think. So, actually, wait, no, I pickpocketed the key up, guys. Shit, I really should have gone back for that safe.
Christ. You see the guy?
See, I know lock picking, so I should actually be picking locks. Crazy idea, I know.
All clear.
Heads up, JC. I'm sending you a satellite image. We've got NSF troops on the rooftops.
I figured now's a good time to demonstrate Zenny. I'm just going to take this guy hostage. Well, actually, I guess I can't. Interesting. I don't know why that's not working. I must have fucked something up with my militant cower code recently. It doesn't have a weapon, so he should just be cowering, I think. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe it doesn't work because he is the wrong class of enemy or something. I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Swear I heard something.
A little spicy, but hey, I was able to use tech goggles to notice when I had a good time to bypass this patrol. Exactly what you want to do with it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, I figured I'd probably need tactical gear at some point anyway, so I might as well get my hands on it. Might get a second level of Mission 3, I don't know. Guess it depends how much we feel like we need it. Second level of fitness, also very tempting. Especially because by the time we know whether or not we're going to be needing to get a second stack. Oh, we have enough of that ammo, boys. Okay, let's go break down some ammo. Worth noting that prod is both crafted and broken down in quantities of 8, not 4, because it's a very watered down ammo type, and I just felt like doing it. So yeah, we'll be breaking down probably about 16 at a time whenever we're capped off and we find more prod ammo. According to all my data, if you do that quickly and without anyone detecting you for even a fraction of a second, that should only be 6 infamy, not 9. I guess we'll see if I was fast enough on my fingers. Yeah, boy, 6 points, not 9. Okay, that's pretty good. That's 3 enemies attempting to spawn on levels instead of 4. So that's really huge. Now, that being said, while Gunther is busy being a war criminal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down Mission 2. Mission 2, we learned some stuff about tactical gear. And otherwise, we kept it to ourselves, and we've been bulking up on supplies. I would say overall it's going pretty good. We have a lot of pepper gun ammo, which is good for the pepper gun. Or, potentially down the line, good for gas grenades. So, take it a step at a time. Alright, sorry, I just had someone lighting me up on Discord. Had to go respond back. That's fine, we're at kind of a slow period anyways. We should be sitting on our thumbs here waiting for Gunther to mass murder everyone. Some weapons are all loaded. I mean, hell, I can just look at the inventory screen to know that. Yeah, we are all loaded. I mean, well, I wish I had more gas caps, but hey. Always Paul's guarantees gas caps, which wasn't intentional, by the way, but it does make sense that the seed randomly just kind of shows up there. I mean, if anywhere we're gonna see gas caps, it'd be fucking Paul. Non-lethal Soy Jack. I say jokingly, but yeah, we're doing non-lethal this time. I don't really have a preference either way. I think all ways to play are great and keep the game very healthy. Damn, someone is absolutely just dumping into Gunther. Holy shit. He's just racking that bolt at like light speed. Is Gunther even fighting back? An assault gun. That's good. We're safe. Yeah, we're safe enough. Make a run for it. Yeet.
Welcome back.
Yeah?
Heard you were a hero in Hell's Kitchen. Manderley said he's busy, but to wait outside his office.
Agent?
Mr. Mayor.
Just fire the arrogant son of a bitch. Carry on, Agent.
Thank you, sir.
We're looking to you to set an example. I have an important matter to attend to.
So the reason why we're buffing our crossbow, by the way, is we're buffing our crossbow for the sake of if we have to use it to distract someone by making a noise, it would pretty much be the ideal method of doing so. Stealth pistol is pretty good, but I don't think it's as accurate at base. Oh no, actually they're equal in accuracy, okay. But we also use gas caps in this, so it would be a pain in the ass to switch ammo all the time just to do that. So we're just going to keep the crossbow for distractions, and maybe knock people out, and stealth pistol for tear gassing dudes at range.
Still haven't had a chance to clean my gun.
Hope this one turns out a little better.
Okay, so we need 1650 for fitness and 1875 for tactical gear upgrade. I think if we successfully sneak and capture the NSF accountant, I think that will be enough points to get another tactical gear upgrade for a second thermal camo if it happens to show up in our seed in Mission 3, which is good. Otherwise, I'll probably just upgrade fitness and get even better at sneaking.
We're dropping you in Battery Park. We know the NSF were moving material through here at one point. Seems like a good place to start looking.
It wasn't.
Think it.
Yeah.
After the quakes, the homeless drifted down here. Junkies, runaways, grifters. There's a DSS file a mile long on this place. Some of them, the so-called mole people, have permanent living quarters in an adjacent tunnel system not on my map.
That's why we kept the prod, by the way. It's just to knock out anyone that is particularly resistant, because we don't know how to use a baton. And we arguably don't want to know how to use baton in case we have to keep people penned up as prisoners. Although it seems like the mechanic isn't working right now. So maybe our entire foundation for the strategy has been patched out or accidentally bugged in some recent update I did. We'll see about that exactly, but for now I'm just going to take it a step at a time.
You mean those?
Oh my god.
You have
Get out.
Hey, bro. I'm from.
All clear.
Very nice to use that trick we found out a couple runs ago to intentionally sync up those patrols like that. If we get the double patrol. Very, very handy, I must say. It gives us a much bigger window to work with. There's number 1. There's number 2. I believe in you, little guy. There we go. Okay. Nice and smooth. Very nice. Oh, in the bag. Of course, guard our exit because we're paranoid. Alright, let's see if we got the thing in the seed. I don't think we did.
Tell me what.
I think I would have seen it sooner, but I don't know, we'll see. Pow, pow, pow. Look at all that free shit waiting to get grabbed. Wow, speaking of free shit, we got some free shit right here. And we're high on lockpicks, high on multi-tools, so we're going to break down 2 of each and keep ourselves at 8 out of 10. Which is a good place to be in my experience. Maybe we'll start making some grenade casings and use that as scrap storage at the same time, because we're really just going to be making grenades later anyways. If nothing else, even if we can't get these to cower, at least we can take away their guns so they can't shoot us. That's a pretty cool thing to do in my opinion. Not getting shot.
I surrender.
Fuck. We did get it, but we're 45 skill points short. We have a solution for this, I think. That's not going to be too bad. Wow. We actually have nothing. I guess we can make flares. Let's make flares and stockpile. Because otherwise, yeah, we're just full up on chemicals. And do we want to make one med kit with our huge pile of chemicals? I think not. Okay, I'm going to break down one pack of cigarettes. While this is going on, I'm probably going to grab this fire extinguisher. Break down the fire extinguisher I have, I mean. Yeah, we have already have a thermal candle, so that's good. That's good, though. This means Paul will probably survive this playthrough, and that's pretty huge. So, just gonna walk down the way. I think, what was it, like... what is that? 45 skill points?
Don't look at me.
That's unfortunate because in here there's 38 skill points, which is a funny little number. But, yeah, I think we get another 50 or 100 for progressing into the women's bathroom, so we're just going to backtrack after we do that. Okay, pretty good. Okay, let's see if we get those skill points. Hopefully we do. Also might have a multi-tool in here. Hey, we got the multi-tool. Let's go. Free scrap. Okay. Yeah, 100 skill points. Cool. Now we can upgrade tactical gear. We can get insulation. And unfortunately, I would love to get something a little beefier, like Gentle Touch, maybe. We could pickpocket with Gentle Touch. That would be amazing. Just pickpocket tactical gear off people. But that's not meant to be. Unfortunately, we want to be good at how we use it for the time being. So maybe we'll upgrade tactical gear again later. Our next priority is definitely going to be fitness. We want at least advanced fitness before we have to stealth M05. That's going to be absolutely titanic in scale.
Easy, man. I won't get in your way.
Look like they come out somewhere by the airfield. Be careful, though. The terrorists probably expect intruders.
So we might take some damage here. I'm not sure. We're really garbage at swimming. We did, unfortunately, invest in land-based tactical fitness. So that's going to be tight, I think, some of the water routes we're going to be taking. I think we have a decent shot at making it work now. Oh yeah, no, we got this one in the bag. The other ones are going to be risky, though.
gas terminal below a private section of LaGuardia. Veer to the east. You should be able to take the elevator to ground level. If you hit trouble, double back across the platform. There's a sewer drain to the northwest which leads to a pond next to the airfield. We think we might know who's moving the shipment. More in a minute.
So there is a key we can pickpocket off a guy in the restroom to the right. However, we're not going to do that because that's actually an extremely dangerous tactic because of this guy who patrols through here. So he patrols down to the end of the hallway and then he unloads. So unless we use tech goggles to intentionally bump him out of the state, which we could, there's not really an opening we can go for to just get our hands on the key easily. So what we're going to do is just spend some lockpicks because we don't suck at lockpicking for once.
Looks like you're on the right track. That's one of the 3 missing barrels of ambrosia. We'll be sending a team to recover it.
Just have to make sure we time this properly, and if there's 2 guys up on this patrol route, that will make our job harder, unfortunately. A little fun bug that exists in most versions of Deus Ex. In fact, I think it's every version except VMP for all I know. Unfortunately, there is a problem where if you lockpick this door in other versions, they notice the door being lockpicked, not you lockpicking the door, which is a bit of a problem, as you can imagine, because it means that the guy across the way, all the way across in the other, like, elevated balcony, can see you lockpicking the door and sound the alarm. It's really stupid. We got one guy up here, it sounds like. I'll wait for him to pass and pickpocket all his weapons off him, if he's not having a gun in hand, that is. We'll see what he does. Sounds like he's loaded in, so that's good. I might be hearing multiple footsteps. I hope I'm not. I'd love to be wrong about that. Oh, I am hearing multiple footsteps. Motherfucker. Who the fuck even saw me? I have some bullshit instant detection. What the fuck? Is this a good time to use a gas grenade? I think it is. Because these guys could be camping the top of the hatch. Then again, the gas grenade may not have quite enough AoE, and if we fuck this up, we are as good as dead. There's going to be such a massive area for them to just pump shots into us. Our stun duration isn't very good either, so if we pepper gun them and run, it's probably not going to work, unfortunately. That is a bit of a bitch. The only really good route out of here is the water exit, unfortunately. Look this way, I want more fitness. See you, nerd. Oh, he didn't even fucking finish seeing me. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a perfect getaway. Alright, now time to take some water damage, I think, but we'll see what we can do to avoid it. It's probably not the best swimming start location, I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We have the equivalent of, like, trained, or, like, half of trained or something in swimming, because we didn't actually take the swimming subset. But I think that's still enough for most sections like this. Yeah. Stuff like this, it's fine. Now, that being said, the lack of breath regen is a bit of a bitch, so coming out on LaGuardia on the airstrip is going to be a bit tougher. But I think I have a strategy as long as we don't get 2 guys on the docks there. Otherwise, we might have to lethal some guys, or at the very least tear gas them and then pickpocket them. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go down. Oh, right, reload mod. Let's not forget about the reload mod. Very useful for probably mini crossbow because it has a smaller capacity and it changes ammos a lot. Yeah, okay. 243 skill points. Okay. Not a whole lot. Let's see how this goes. I'm pretty sure we're going to get 2 guys on docks. That or we can get 2 guys near gate. It's almost always one or the other. Because there's almost no humans on this map, and there's only certain parameters that it can reinforce. Okay, it sounds like we're probably getting 2 guys wandering on a gate then. That's a bitch. However, at least we can stealth this section. However, it's a little tricky, so we're going to have to make sure we get our timing right. Okay, wait for him to come to here. You can't hear our water footsteps, by the way. That's the really hard part. Hide behind.
That should make sure you
here, which has cylinder-based collision, so we can see slightly around the corner without getting seen back. Important little bit of engine information. Make sure we have full duration before we go sneaking out. Okay, key is check. Full duration. Okay. Alright, we'll just make a run for it. I think we're good to go. There's the cute little robot. Nice, good. Nice, synced up position. Where we want him to be. Perfection. Oh my goodness. And we're probably going to have 2 guys on gate. That's going to suck. Maybe even 3 guys on gate for really unlucky, but it tries not to do that unless it really runs out of options for how it reinforces guys. Recent infamy score. Accuracy mod. Well, time to pimp out the stealth pistol, I guess. Oh yeah, we got 2 guys on gate. Motherfucker. Okay, 2 guys on gate. They will scream if they get tear gassed. Can't distract both of them reliably long enough to actually get the gate open with a crossbow shot. This is what I hate about this. Wanderers, man. Wanderers are like the one thing you cannot plan for. I guess what we could do is we could bait them with a crossbow shot into the corner, then gas them, and then pickpocket them while they're gassed, and hopefully them screaming all the way in the corner won't get the other guys alerted. Just need a good interval to pop out. It's going to be the hard part, really. Wow, they're really just watching each other's back right now. Couldn't have made my job easy, I suppose.
Is someone there? Fascist.
She might just fucking run for that. Oh fuck, he's still on. He broke out the fucking tear gas. Oh my god. And now the other guy saw. Motherfucker. Wow, that's fucking piss. That is actual piss in a fucking jar. Holy shit. I don't know what our next move is. Fuck me, that's really fucking bad. First and first, probably close gate if possible. Motherfucker! Oh, and there goes the run. 2 guys on gate, breaks out a fucking tear gas grenade. There's no counter. There's no fucking counter. I don't know what else I could have done other than use adaptive armor. That is fucking annoying as hell. Wow. Well, there goes our run, ladies and gentlemen. Mission 3. Fucker.